Greetings, ladies, gentlemen, and kaiju. I am Zazubar, here with 3 new things in the video. 1. A new haircut, betcha everyone noticed. 2. A new Power Rangers sweater. I don't think I've wore this in a video yet. I've had this for a while, but I don't think I've wore this in a video yet, so awesome. And I also have the Blu-ray collection of the Heisei Gamera Trilogy, one of the best trilogies ever made. And no, Star Wars prequels, you are not on that list. This one, that's on that list. Now, not a whole lot. I'm going to be reviewing this today, obviously. I want to only draw your attention to a few major points with this Blu-ray collection. And otherwise, this is absolutely flawless. This is a brilliant collection of 3 very good films. And I guess I'll pull them out now. Now, this is all Blu-rays and no DVDs. And it is labeled as a triple feature, which it is. But I'd like to draw your attention to a couple of, first, really great things about this collection, since that's going to be more general. 1, the covers are absolutely beautiful. The Gamera first disc is Gamera Guardian of the Universe and Gamera 2 Attack of Legion. Now, that background is simply stunning. It's dark, it's gritty, and there's fire. Love it. In the foreground here, we have Gamera. I believe that's probably it's the Legion Gamera. Just judging by the head, it doesn't look, the Guardian of the Universe Gamera doesn't look quite as fierce. I don't love the text font. It's in blood. Gamera is supposed to be a hero in this trilogy. Maybe they're referring to Gauss, I don't know. But I wish it was a little more heroic looking. I appreciate putting the names of the movies that are in this collection on the front. And, I don't know if I appreciate the little quote here from Roger Ebert. Gamera finally has a film to... sorry. That's not from Roger Ebert. There's 2 quotes on here. One is from Gamera has finally found a film to rival Godzilla. That's from popcornpictures.co.uk. And then below that we have 3 out of 4. Roger Ebert. I didn't think Roger Ebert would give this a 4 out of 4. If he didn't like the original Gojira, giving these movies a 4 out of 4, that kind of makes me scratch my head, but he didn't. He gave it a 3 out of 4. Completely agree with both of those points, by the way. But I'm not going to be reviewing the movies today. That's for another video. Maybe one that will involve Gorzard and Adam Noyce. I don't know. Perhaps you'll have to find out. But for now, I'm not going to be reviewing the movies, just the way they're presented in this format. Now, this is a double feature, and this contains the first 2 Gamera films, as I've said, Gamera 1, Guardian of the Universe, and Gamera 2, Attack of Legion, which also has a couple variant titles, obviously, but the other one I've seen used in English versions is Gamera 2, Advent of Legion, which sounds a little bit more religious, which is what the illusion is in the title. Now, it doesn't really matter either way, it's both fine. But now onto the disc art. Disc art is also very good. I like the one that I'm going to show you in a minute better, but this is also very good. It shows Gamera crushing what appears to be Tokyo Tower. My only problem with this is that the coloring is a little bit weird. There's clearly some dust in the foreground here, behind the actual titles, and it kind of makes the whole presentation opaque. And that looks cool and it looks realistic, but it's a little fuzzy to be putting on a DVD cover. I would have appreciated maybe just a more clear picture of Gamera destroying the tower, or maybe just a hero shot of Gamera, or even better, a hero shot of Gamera fighting Gauss. That would have been very cool. And we've got this also kind of annoys me. We've got a Star Wars end credits, or intro credits-esque titles right here with Gamera Guardian of the Universe and Gamera Attack of Legion. Gamera Guardian of the Universe is smaller and more up, while Gamera 2 is down and larger. And I don't really like that. I wish they were kind of shown just normal horizontally. Or vertically, I should say. Not really kind of this Star Wars text scroll. I don't know. I don't really like that. Otherwise, this disc is very beautiful. The back... We've got a very, very cool couple of images here. We've got in between, we've got the Legion Gamera. I know that for sure, because it looks a lot more fierce than his Guardian of the Universe counterpart. And we've got 2 very great images of Gauss and Legion. And I like how they're both facing different directions to show that they're fighting 2 different Gameras in 2 different times. And this is an example of good lighting on images. They're all very dark, and very epic. It's appropriate for a DVD cover. And particularly the picture of Gamera there. Otherwise, I've got the same problem with that text font as I did with the disc itself. It's the Star Wars text scroll, and it's kind of hard to read just at a first glance. You kind of have to do a double take. The text is a little small, but that's forgivable. A lot of DVDs have that pitfall, so it's acceptable here. Here we go. This is what I like. I like to see that they're both equally... the titles of the films are equally text-fonted, and they're both red. And it's bold, and it stands out from the actual descriptions of the films. I don't know if I like the descriptions. They're short, they're to the point, but they do their job. Otherwise, not much else to say about this back. First disc, very good. Now, I guess I'll start this complaint now. I bought this as a single disc a couple months back, and it was just the double feature. It didn't have the third film in it, and it wasn't the box set. Now, my original double feature, which I no longer have, I gave it to a friend, since I now have it in the full glory, had just a regular opening-closing function. Not this time. This time we've got a snap function, which I'll try to show a little more clearly since it's hard to see. See that? It's a snap DVD cover, which I despise. I thought they died out years ago. There was this thing in like mid-2000s where DVD companies were trying to make their DVDs even more secure. The problem was that there were multiple discs inside one of these cases, and it became very flimsy and very easy to fall apart. Now, this problem was solved since people stopped doing that whole, sliding DVD discs, and it was much easier to just do discs on top of each other, or the Batman Animated Series way of unfolding multiple kind of cases. Now, here we see a resurfacing of that disc snap function. It's annoying as hell. Sometimes you don't even know it's there. You try to open the disc, and it doesn't work. Oh, I can't even show you clearly because of the DVD coloration. There you go. It's annoying. And it's unfortunately on both discs. Here's Iris. Also on that. It's annoying. I would just say snap them off, but if you want to preserve your Blu-ray's total 100% authenticity and just beauty, I would suggest leaving them on. They're an annoyance, but they can be overcome with vigilance. Now, I have not overcome them because I always hated those snap functions on my old DVDs. I have a copy of Shrek 2 that has that, and every time I do it, I get really pissed off. If you want to go for practicality and not for display, I would just say snap them off. But I am going for display, so I'm going to leave them on. Not much else to say about the first disc, so let's move on. Since my main problem is going to come up in this next disc. Point one of the flaws with this set was the snap-on functions. Now, we are moving on to Gamera 3 Revenge of Iris with its own disc and a much better cover. Now, I like the first cover, but I like this one even more. Now, let's go to the cover first. This cover is very good. It's got a great shot of Gamera and Iris fighting each other, a great fight poster look to it. But we've got a small problem here with the fact that the picture isn't totally clear. Now, the main problem is that source of light in the back. If you pop in the Blu-ray and actually watch the movie, or get to the main menu at least, you'll notice that this, subtracting the monsters and that little city in the foreground there, is just that light and the title, and it's the same thing. They clearly put the monsters in to do the cover later, and they probably added that city thing there to make the cover complete. It wasn't just the light and the title. And I think that's where the problem of this picture not looking totally clear comes from. Now, regardless of that, it is an epic title, and honestly, I had to look for that flaw in order to notice it. I didn't see it on my first viewing of the disc. Otherwise, fantastic cover, absolutely great. Especially awesome title there. No longer do we have blood. We have a very epic, metallic-looking title of Gamera 3, Revenge of Iris. Now, again, we have a reference to Godzilla from StompTokyo.com. I almost wish that they wouldn't have referenced Godzilla with this box set. The Heisei Gamera trilogy is so different than Godzilla. The only reason I can think of why they would do it is because they were distributed by Toho. maybe, and that the director of all 3 films went on to direct GMK. That's my only theory, and it's kind of weird to even think that. Back to the Blu-ray. And the quote is, "The finest giant monster movie made since the original Godzilla." Adam Noyce will agree with you on that point. I don't know if I totally agree with that. I love Revenge of Eurus, but I don't know if it's on the same footing as Gojira. I'd have to think about that one a little more. It is a fantastic kaiju movie, and a fantastic film in general. But is it on the same footing as the original Gojira? I'm not quite sure on that point. But that's for another video. Now, the cover is very simple, and I like that. The first cover, as I showed you earlier, had a little bit more going on, and it was a little bit more kind of repulsive in terms of look. Simplicity is best on DVD covers. And this one gets lots of points in terms of simplicity. Simplicity equals massive epicness, as we see here. But again, we have that snap function taking away from the epicness.